Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Brett James back again with another video. Now today I'm going to be reacting to the ESPN top 100 players list that they've ranked for the 2019-2020 NBA season. Now I'm not going to sit here and go over every single player. I'm just going to be kind of going over the ones that caught my eye. Guys that are either ranked too high, ranked too low, or just any other comment I have about the players. But let's just stop wasting time and let's just hop right into the video. Alright, now Ricky Rubio is the first name that I'm going to mention. He came in at number 84 on this list. Now, I think that's a little bit low considering Ricky Rubio has always been a solid point guard in this league. 2 years ago, he had his best year with the Utah Jazz, and last year was obviously his last year on the team with Utah. He just signed with Phoenix this offseason. That's a solid pickup, but Ricky Rubio is an upgrade from every other point guard that they've had in the last 6-7 years. But I mean, ever since Bledsoe, Dragic, and Isaiah Thomas left that team, they've been searching for a point guard. But you've got guys like PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon, Lonzo Ball ahead of him. Oh, come on, man. Like, what is Eric Gordon and PJ Tucker without James Harden? I know it's the system that they're in with D'Antoni. D'Antoni wants to isolate the ball and just kick out to three-point shooters. I get it. They play decent defense on the perimeter. They're pretty good knockdown three-point shooters, but let's be real, man. Those guys really aren't that great. You know, what are they without James Harden? That's what I want to know. Lonzo Ball, come on. We all know he's only high on this list just because we're banking on his potential. And I know you're banking on potential with just about every player that comes into the league. Lonzo has shown flashes of ability to be great, especially on the defensive end. But man, on offense, is he kind of a joke. He can get up and down the floor when he needs to. He's pretty athletic, but when you're shooting 40% from the line and you're breaking every three-point shot that's even wide open, no, you're not better than Ricky Rubio. I think he'll have a solid year with New Orleans. This is kind of a make or break year for him when he's looking to get a contract extension soon. Still on that rookie deal. So Ricky Rubio is like the first name really that just stood out to me. Alright, the next person I'm going to be talking about is the one and only snake, Gordon Hayward. Shout out to all my Utah fans out there that we don't like Gordon Hayward. Now, seeing Gordon Hayward last year in Boston, you can blame a lot of reasons for why Boston was as bad as they were last year. Gordon Hayward had a huge effect on the reasons why Boston was bad. You can blame Kyrie Irving, Brad Stevens, Danny Ainge, the team as a whole. Gordon Hayward was a huge significant factor in why they were a joke last year in the East for the most part. Yes, they were a top 4 seed, but we all knew the Boston Celtics once we saw how spiral they were going downhill, that they were not going to be competing in the East whatsoever, and they clearly didn't. They got knocked out in the second round by Milwaukee after winning game 1. Gordon Hayward coming off the bench last year when he originally was starting because he got demoted. Good. He didn't deserve to be starting, especially coming off the injury. Basically rushed him back even though he had a year to heal. He was basically a joke of an all-star paid player last year, to put it plain and simple. Granted, it's his first year really being back now that he had that year last year to kind of rebound off that injury. Now he's back. They're expecting him to be the $128 million player that he paid him to be. He's not going to be, okay? He might be bidding for an all-star in the East just because the East is a complete joke, but Gordon Hayward's not really going to be putting up all-star numbers. He's not going to wow you. He deserves to be at 65, maybe even a little bit lower, just considering how awful he was last year. He maybe had 2-3 30-point games. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't believe he had more than that, okay? I know he's not the focal point of the offense, but Gordon Hayward is basically a joke at this point, okay? I mean, granted, you got one of the best players in the league and Joe Ingles ahead of him now on the list, so I don't see a problem with that at all. All right, next player I'm going to be talking about is Klay Thompson. He got bumped way down on this list at number 49. Now, if we're talking all the players in the whole NBA healthy, he's the number 2 shooting guard in my opinion. He could be number 1 if you label James Harden as a point guard with how much his usage rate is. If it weren't for Klay Thompson's injury, of course Klay Thompson would at minimum be in the top 20. In my opinion, he should be top 15 if he's healthy. You know, he's one of the greatest shooters of all time, if not the greatest. Klay Thompson being down at 49, I understand why he's there. I don't think he should still be that low, even with him coming off this ACL injury. He won't be back until February, maybe March. And if he's healthy, and by the time the Warriors get towards the playoffs, if they're in the mix, he's going to come back, he's going to make a huge impact, and they can definitely go on a run this year. Alright, the next 2 players I'm going to be talking about are really, really young. So, Luka Doncic at 16, I'm going to give it to him and give him the pass for now, just because he had a fabulous rookie season, and he's a superstar to come in this league once the Mavericks start actually winning games. They were the 14 seed last year. So They didn't really do anything in the West whatsoever, but granted, he's a rookie and their team's not very good. They're getting Kristaps Porzingis now. He's got another year under his belt, so I think he can only elevate and get better. As of this moment, I think 16 is just a bit high. I think he's top 25. I don't know if I'd put him over Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker at this point yet, but he has shown flashes to be amazing. He had a very solid and productive rookie year. And then moving on to Zion. Do not tell me Zion Williamson is the 42nd best player in the NBA, or even projected to be a top 50 player in the league, when he's yet to even play a game. He barely played in the Summer League before he got a minor setback with that little injury. Okay? I'm not saying Zion won't be great. I think he will be. I think he'll be the exciting player that he is supposed to be coming out of Duke. But come on, man. Are you kidding me? 42? You're telling me he's arguably the second best player on about half the teams in the NBA? Get out of here with that, okay? Until he goes out on the court and actually proves to me that he can do it, then he can do it, okay? At this point, he's great in the fast break and in transition. He doesn't really have a half-court game. That's what most of the NBA is. I know the tempo and the pace of the game has picked up a lot, and that's going to favor him. Zion needs to expand his game more in general, and I think the Pelicans will be fine with him, but he's got to have a lot of growing pains this year. So he's not top 42, 46 in my opinion, nothing like that. All right, and now they didn't release number 1 and number 2. The only 2 players that we know it's going to be is Giannis and Kawhi. I think they're going to put Kawhi at number 1, Giannis at 2. I think that's fair. Kawhi absolutely destroyed Giannis after Game 2, so from Game 3 to Game 6. Kawhi destroyed Giannis in the Eastern Conference Finals, and it was very evident that Giannis needed a jump shot. I think he's going to come into this year with a jump shot. He's going to be a back-to-back MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year type candidate, and he's going to be hungry, and Milwaukee's going to have the best record in basketball again. But coming in at number 3, though, solidified, was LeBron James. People have a problem with LeBron being number 3. I have zero problem with that. That is an absolutely fair comparison to his performance last year. Even though he was putting up amazing numbers still for any other player. 27 points per game, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. That is fabulous. That is great. Those are LeBron James type numbers. But, come on. LeBron didn't even make the playoffs last year. I know he's in a Western Conference. I know they missed 17 straight games without LeBron James. And that's clearly going to hurt him. But this coaching system, for the most part, is not great. The Lakers organization is still trying to figure things out. The players need to get together, build their chemistry together. This is going to be a long healing process for the Los Angeles Lakers. Things are not just going to click for them automatically this year, even though LeBron and AD are going to produce. They're going to be MVP type players. But LeBron at number 3 is completely fair right now, and I don't have a problem with it at all, though. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Please like the video, subscribe, turn those notifications on, and please comment down below any other video topics y'all want me to cover. And please let me know what you guys thought about the video. What did you guys think about what I had to say about the list? Or what was your guys' reaction to the list when you guys first saw it? Thank you guys so much, and I'm out.